On this episode of You Will Never Believe It stories, you will never believe it. My husband's twin brother kissed me in the dark. The power went out again, typical PHCN Wahala. The house was swallowed in silence, only broken by the neighbors shouting, generator sputtering to life. I groped my way through the dark, one hand stretched in front of me, trying to find the armchair in the living room. That's when it happened. Warm lips pressed against mine, firm, certain, familiar. For a split second, I melted into it, thinking it was my husband playing games. Then instinct kicked in. I shoved back, breathless, half laughing to mask the tremor in my voice. Babe, what are you doing? The generator roared to life outside. Our own came on moments later. The room flickered into light, and then it wasn't my husband. It was his identical twin, standing too close, smirking like he had won something. Before I could even react, my husband walked in. His face relaxed when he saw us. Why not? But his twin casually wiped his lips, leaned back against the wall, and folded his arms as though nothing had happened. My knees went weak, my tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth. That night, I lay in bed with my husband's arm draped around me, his chest rising and falling in easy sleep. But my mind refused to rest. My lips still burned. Then just as my eyes began to close, I heard it, a whisper from the hallway. You won't tell him. My blood froze. I sat up, but the corridor was empty. Only shadows stretching long against the wall. I shook my husband awake, but he only mumbled and turned away. The next morning, breakfast was unbearable. His twin sat opposite me, calmly spreading butter on bread. My husband chatted about work, oblivious. The twin's eyes stayed on me, watching every bite I took. And then, the madness started. My husband's cologne appeared on my pillow. Even on nights he was away. I'd hear footsteps in the corridor at 2 a.m., but when I checked, the hallway was empty. One evening, I walked into the kitchen and found my husband standing by the fridge. Until my phone rang, it was him calling from the office. I dropped the knife in my hand. The man by the fridge smiled, winked, and walked out without a sound. I wanted to scream, but who would believe me? They were identical, perfect mirrors of each other. And then came the final blow. One day, my husband left for a weekend trip. I was alone. At midnight, someone slid into bed beside me, wrapping strong arms around my waist. Missed me, he whispered. I reached for the lamp, heart hammering. The face that turned toward me wasn't my husband's. He was his twin, smiling in the dark. What did you want? And then he says, I told you. Lips brushing my ear. He won't tell you. Because by the time you do, he won't know which one of us is which. If not you, what do you could do?